Yo, 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 episode 63. Today I got a special guest, somebody I've been wanting to do a podcast with, but distance, you know what I'm saying? I'm in New York, he in Cali. It kept us apart. But now that we got this quarantine shit going
Right.
on, we can do this shit through Zoom. This shit kind of dope. How you been feeling through this quarantine?
Man, I've been doing well, bro. I'm already kind of as an artist, accustomed to this lifestyle, just staying home and working.
Yeah.
I got to be somewhere that's paying me, so it's not that bad. But we have I have also a small business, so we had to shut the doors. Oops, sorry, someone texted me. Let me put my shit on silent. So we had to like close. We've been closed for like 2 months, so
Right.
um, that's been an issue. But as far as my own well-being, man, I'm great, chilling. My family's cool.
What you learned about yourself through quarantine though? I know you learned something.
Man, I mean, I'm just learning all kinds of new stuff at all times. You know what I mean? I don't know that necessarily learning a lot about myself because, like I said, I'm always doing this shit anyway.
Yeah.
But I've had a lot more time to learn new things. Like, I've been reading a lot of books and just learning this whole Twitch world like crazy. That's taking a lot of my time. And I've just been writing a lot of songs, dog. Like, I've been staying real busy doing these jail workouts.
Yo, yeah, man, calisthenics it pulls you because boredom take over you. Like, yo, I might as well fucking work out.
I got no equipment at all, dog. Like a week and a half before this shit started, I tried to go and buy some equipment,
Mm-hmm.
but motherfuckers started that way before I did, bro. There's nothing. I can't even get a
Yo, I
dumbbell.
don't even think you can order shit. Like, order the equipment is probably all sold out, right?
On, bro. And even if you could, bro, you really want to pay shipping on a fucking dumbbell?
Yeah, that shit is. I'm gonna charge you extra for that shit being in there. Um, yo, so all right, it's crazy because I forgot the way we connected was through Vine.
Right, right.
I posted the Holo shit when you battle Holo. And I think I was actually addressing somebody on Vine because they just talk shit and they don't
Yeah,
say it. You know what I'm saying?
you just have to do the video.
Yeah, I put the video up. You end up liking it, laughing, and then we end up following each other. Um,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite grind time battles, by the way. That ass.
Hey, thank you. It's probably my favorite battle that I've ever been a part of in my life as well.
That ass.
Yeah.
Yo, I forgot who I was. I think I was on Ruin Your Day, and somebody I think it was Ilmac, or if it's not Ilmac, it's fucking somebody was telling a story about prior to the battle how you felt like you wanted to fight or some shit like that. Something you was mad about something.
Nah. I think that might have been Holo that brought that up. But nah, there was like a situation where I guess he thought that I guess some dudes was getting him hella fade. It was New Year's when we battled. You
Oh
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, 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 yeah.
When the battle was over, like 5 minutes later, it was like the countdown. So I guess he said before the battle, I wasn't even around him, so I don't even know what the fuck he was doing. But he told me that before the battle, some fools was getting him hella drunk, and he thought that it was me trying to like set him up or something. I was like, bro, I wasn't even there.
Yo, so what got you into battle rapping? Like,
I think just it was one of my first introductions to rapping myself
right.
ever. It's just like, oh, you rap? Oh, we got to battle. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like in school, kind of thing like that. But I think when I got out of school and like internet was around, and this is long before grind time or any of that shit. It's when we were freestyling over a beat. You know, it's like Scribble Jam days. Even before that, it's like '99 and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, I would see shit on the internet about organized like events,
Yeah.
where they'll have the typical like freestyle tournament. It'd be like 16, 32 MCs in there, and you got to battle like 4 or 5 people in a day to get to the end and to get like $1,000 or $500 or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how kind of was introduced. Just in school, if someone found out you rap, you got to battle. And it was a good way to get a crowd of people around you to learn about your shit or your music, much more so than if you only made music. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a much more shock value kind of eruption crowd reaction thing, and people, they get excited way quicker than if you were just walking up like, hey, bro, listen to my music, dog.
Yeah. You had to like gain attention towards yourself. an attraction to for people to even like follow you. Basically, in real life though, like not like a click of a follow, but just following who you are.
Exactly, and that's kind of what got me into it. Was just kind of is what you had to do at first, you know. And I grew up in Stockton, so people is wild aggressive. You know what I mean? You got to stand your ground, and that's just the way it is.
Mm. Yeah, so who you feel like who was your toughest battle? Like somebody you feel like you rewatch and you change the winner to you.
I mean, I'll never change the winner on nothing, but
Right.
but as far as you know, back and forth, I'd say the Holo was the toughest back and forth. But as far as where I just got my ass whooped, I mean, clearly the Rome battle, everybody knows that. But as far as competitive, I mean, I don't personally change my winner. I still think I won, but the Holo battle is one of those battles where people tell me all the time, like their opinion changes every time they watch it. And honestly, that's the one battle that I did where I've literally heard every opinion possible. Like I've heard I 3-0'd him, he 3-0'd me, I won 2-1, he won 2-1. I've heard we tied, I've heard we both sucked. Like I've heard everything on that battle, like everything. You know, like some of the other battles, you know, the majority is just like you killed him, you killed him, you killed him. But that battle is like that's why I like it the best, because it was the most competitive. You know, it was the only one. Like while it was happening, I wasn't sure what the score was while it was happening. So I was just going, you know what I mean? All the other ones, I'm like, oh, I'm killing this fool. You know what I mean? The other ones, you know, by the time we were round 2, round 3, I'm like, I don't even know what the fucking score is. I just got to come with
it. Yep. You know, something I think that's overlooked is something you were saying. I want to like talk about the psyche of battle rapping, because like a lot of people, like I feel like battle rapping, they get you like as items or entertainers. They don't think about the before or the after a battle rap. I want like it's certain times where I heard like somebody parents will die or something like that before the battle, and then they got to get into battle mode and perform. And it's like I feel like that's overlooked, and like the fans just want to find what pleases them. In a sense, I become a person like that. Like, yo, why the hell is he off today? And I get tight, but not noticing that, not even acknowledging the fact that he's a human being. He go through the same daily life that we live to, but it's being performed on YouTube and it being edited, etc.
I mean, even if you suck, dog, like just to show up with 3 rounds that suck and perform those flawlessly, that's fucking hard in front of a sold out crowd. Even if you're trash, that's hard to do. It's hard to be even trash. So if you're fucking really good on an elite level, like you got to have nerves of steel, man. I think a lot of people could rap, but can you do it with all the pressure and everything? And like you said, when things go on, it gets tough. Sometimes, you know, the show got to go on. I mean, for me personally, if someone, you know, close to me died, I would cancel. But for the most part, not a lot is going to keep me away from doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? If that shit is scheduled, they paid me, and it's not a life-changing emergency, then we going.
Oh, right. So what was your first joint on Grind Time? Who was the first person you battled on Grind Time?
That's Jay's Juice, man. That was actually at the time I had actually been retired from battling for 4 years, and during that time, that was when everything changed from the freestyle over the beat to the written acapella stuff more so. So that was my first battle that I ever wrote for. And going into that, you know, I hadn't battled in 4 years. And when I did battle, it was a whole different sport. So, you know, going into it, everyone's like, oh, he's not going to be able to adapt to this new written shit, you know, and sure enough, the first battle, that Jay's Juice battle, hit World Star, went viral. It was crazy. And that just set the whole tone for everything else that followed.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I used to wake up every day, like, looking for new Grind Time battles, like, every day. I used to be an addict, like, of that shit. That shit was crazy.
Literally the best. It was the best league, because it was a time when everybody was original, everybody was hungry. It wasn't a bunch of people, like, studying YouTube videos trying to figure out how they're, you know, the battle formula or whatever. It was like everybody was their own character and brought their own shit to the table, no matter what that was.
And cliques battle at that time. Like you would have like 2 Sons members battling each other. Like cliques and people that were cool battled each other. And I felt like they never like with Grind Time during that time. like when you have two people that are cool, like let's say if I had to use the example, I'd say like Goods and Hollow, they cool, so then they didn't go as hard against each other. It wouldn't
Yeah.
be like that. Like it wouldn't
Yeah.
be like that. Like I've seen two people battle on Grind Time that are cool and go extra hard against each other to try to like.
Well, we had to establish. We're trying to just establish this shit. Now everybody
Right.
knows about battle rap. You know what I mean? At the time, it was like we was pushing the envelope, and when this shit was going viral, like, we were like, this is it. Like, this is the real thing. It's happening.
Right.
So we had to rep hard as we could, man. And I always been just an original anyway. Like before, I was Grind Time shit. When it was the freestyle days, I was always a prominent figure in the West Coast battle scene. It just is what it is. That's what I always have been, no matter what era it was. And, people say I couldn't come back today, but honestly, when I went back to the Jay's Juice battle, that was like a way harder transition to me from freestyle battling over a beat to acapella. I don't think it is as different as that change is now. Now, I mean, it's still acapella. I mean, definitely things have been updated and styles are a little different, but I don't think it's as different as jumping from freestyle over a beat to this shit. So it's not as different now.
Just the structure of punching is different. Mainly, like the structure of punching is like right now things are favoritized towards Rum Nitty and Twerk. To me, like everybody want to rap like them.
A lot of people. I'm not saying those people are doing it. I'm not too familiar with Twerk. I'm not going to say Rum Nitty's doing it because Rum Nitty's a whole other beast on his own.
Yeah.
But most of the battle scene is just straight copying the Suns at the end of the day.
And they originated a lot of things like they originated a lot of. Huh?
A lot of them is either biting the Sun style or it's a white boy trying to battle a smack rapper. Like that's like the two levels of battle rap.
Prototypes. That's the two prototypes.
But there's some new dudes that are totally original and totally dope. You know what I mean? Like Rum Nitty, you said, that's one of my, like, fuck what era it is. That's one of the best dudes ever, really, at this point. He is so nice with it. You know what I mean?
He a different kind of puncher, yo.
Crazy. I fucks with Big K heavy.
Big K.
Now, I know this fool isn't quite as, like, necessarily new, but when you're a motherfucker that's been battling for 20 years, shit is a little new. Everything's damn near kind of new. So I'm going to say JC is one of my favorites as well.
Nah, his pen is crazy. His pen is crazy.
But he's also a good guy, too. I actually really like him as a person, which is rare.
Yo, I remember I was talking to you about, I forgot what the fuck I was talking to you about. I know it was a Suge battle. He was like, Suge shaped like he trying to hide the tank tire with you. That's
Oh, yeah. I think I just said it on Twitter. I always got to get Shotgun Suge shit, man, because he talks so much shit. I mean, when I see that dude in person, I treat him so terribly. I can't help it, man. Him and Surf, I got to be jerks to both of them, man.
Nah, I fuck with them. Yo, I really want to talk about, like, the Rex battle. Was it was it like really beef between you and Rex before the battle? Like, I know it was East Coast versus West Coast talking shit. Rex never been to Grind Time. You had a lot of, I remember a lot of your bars of smack about a bunch of whack bitches that do bad business. I remember that shit.
Right.
So what led into the battle? Like, what even like started the tension or whatever?
Man, it's really the Arsenal battle, man. Because when I was writing this whole, the whole third round, I really just wanted to go out their whole scene. And I kind of just picked him at random. I was like, well, let me just pick one of these fucks to throw a shot at, like a real tough one. And, I didn't think Rex was even going to respond. I was like, he's one of those guys that just wants a lot of money to do a rap battle. He's not going to fuck with me. He's not even going to care when I say this shit. But I guess, it just had so much impact when I did say it that he had to respond. You know what I mean? I think after that battle, like when it had come out, I think I was like drunk in my kitchen making food one night. And one of my best friends calls me and says, yo, T-Rex is on World Star talking wild shit about you. And I was like, what? I didn't believe it. I was like, quit fucking with me, dog. I was like, you're lying. This motherfucker did not just respond to me. And sure enough, the infamous Reading Books blog popped up, and that's where it just went from there. I don't know that it was any kind of like real, like, we got to fight type beef. because when we did see each other eventually at the battle, nothing happened as usual. But it was definitely very competitive, of course, as far as, you know, I want to fuck you up, definitely.
Yeah, brung out the Kango and all that shit.
The battle progressed and we were actually face to face. I guess that's when it got the most intense, I would say, more so than all the shit talking online, because now we're face to face. Now you're trying to stick a hat in my face. You know what I mean? Now it's on.
Yeah. I see. Rex is a fucking like, yo, right? I'm starting to look at Rex as a character. He's hilarious to me. Like I don't know that take him serious.
Yeah, good old Randy, man. Good old Randy.
Yo, yeah. What, like, all right. What battles you feel like you won, and what battles you feel like you lost?
Won all of them except Rome. That's my opinion.
Won all of them except Rome.
Yeah, Rome cooked me, but that's it. That's it.
Why did you feel like you lost to Rome? Like specifically, was it like preparation or something like that?
You know, I think I just read the whole situation incorrectly.
Yeah.
But wasn't really nothing I could do except go there and experience it for myself. You know, I kind of had this whole attitude. I was getting death threats for a whole year. You know, years, more than 1 year. You know, come to New York, we're gonna fucking do this, we're gonna do that. So I think I wrote my bars in a more defensive manner that I thought was like, you know what I mean, gonna go against people that hate me. Yeah. But then when I ended up getting there, everybody was just showing so much fucking love. So I felt like a lot of those kind of bars were like falling super flat. Like my whole first round fell super flat because it just wasn't the right context of the situation. You know what I mean? But not only that, I think I forgot about maybe 12 to 16 bars in the first round. And his first round was fucking phenomenal. And then I think I cooked him in the second round though. But the third round, you know, I fucking forgot like my whole round almost, and he had probably the best round of his entire life. So what can you really do, right?
And Rome was like super young at that time, like.
Well, no, you know, they wanted me to lose, obviously, but they were really cool out there, and I really feel like they would have let me win if I did what I was supposed to do. So I don't got no animosity toward the crowd. I don't feel like it was biased. Like I actually feel like they were very cool. And all the bars that I did get off, minus the like defensive shit, all like the actual bars that I got off, we're getting big reactions in the building. Like my whole second round, I fucking smoked them. So, you know, it's cool. It's just something I had to learn. You know, I had to feel that crowd out and experience it for myself to understand. I think maybe what I wrote might have been more suited for like a smack crowd or something, like the people who actually hate.
Nah, it's crazy because people been coming to like smack and really doing good. Like even when they thought they was going to do like bad. Like I think Sharon did good.
Sharon killed it. If you're good, you're good, dog. Like a lot of that shit they say, like you won't make it in smack. A lot of that's just bullshit, bro. If you're good, you're good. Doesn't matter. You say dope shit, people will cheer. That's just the way it is.
That's cool. That's true. What made you not do smack? Why you never did smack?
We had multiple times where it was gonna happen, and at the end of the day, there was a situation where me and Beasley got into it and had a falling out, and that was pretty much the end of it. You know, as soon as me and Beasley fell out, like there was a wrap. I have not spoke to Beasley to this day since then. So it's been a really long time. You know, they were all about bringing me over. But I think something just really rubbed me the wrong way when I was in Detroit. I had a show in Detroit, and there happened to be also around the same time. It was like one of Royce the 5'9's like album release parties that was also going on in Detroit around the same time as my show. So I had stayed in town longer so I could go to that too. And when I was at the show, I went into the bathroom to take a piss, and literally when I'm walking out of the bathroom, I literally, like, I don't even mean like I saw him, like literally bumped into Beasley walking out of the bathroom. Like, oh shit, what are you doing here? You know? Yeah. And this was before we fell out. This is when we were cool. And we were talking about, there was a buzz around me versus Midwest Miles at the Detroit event that they were going to do. And that was going to be like my, you know, my smack debut or whatever. And, you know, Beasley and them was like, yeah, we're going to do this. Miles is down. We got the venue, blah, blah, blah. And long story short, months after, they end up booking the event, didn't book me or Miles. And that just really rubbed me the wrong way. And I was just like, and people were asking me about it because it was a thing,
Yeah.
And I made a blog and Beasley made a blog, and we just never were cool again really after that. It's been a really long time. That's pretty much the reason why Smack didn't happen. And then it became a thing where I was just like, well, fuck y'all then. I don't need Smack. I got millions of views without y'all. It doesn't even matter where I go. That's kind of where it ended up.
That sound yo, that grind time versus Smack thing was just crazy. Like, it was really like East Coast versus West Coast for real. All over again.
With the Rex battle, in order for Rex to do the battle, they had to agree to put a URL logo on there anyway. So lightweight, I kind of technically do have a URL battle.
Yeah, you kinda. I mean, you do. If you're saying that, they had to put a URL. That's crazy. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that on the video.
It's never happened on any other battle in the history of battle rap. You'll never see any other rap battle that has a Grind Time and Smack logo on it simultaneously. It's the only one in history.
That's nuts. That's nuts. So, all right, what made you transition into what was can you give me the thought process like all right, this is my last battle. Like, what was your last battle and transition into an artist? Like, what made you? What was the decision and the thinking?
I had already been doing big artist moves even before battle rap. So I was already doing overseas tours, performing music and doing big songs with like Tech Nine and fucking huge artists. You know what I mean? Before battle rap was even happening, I already had a gold plaque from working with a symphony in Australia. It's like, I'd already been on my grind for a long time. So really, when I wasn't battling anymore, it was just an extension of what I was already doing. But as far as my last battle, I battled a triple platinum artist in Australia, 360. I don't know if you're familiar with his rap battles.
Nah, they had a big battle rap scene that I don't know about. I know about the dude that I think he's Russian actually. The dude that disaster battle.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this dude 360, man. I mean, if you watch the old school stuff like before Smack and Grind Time and stuff, like the jump off battles, like the 2-on-2 battles that they did, the World Rap Championships, you'll see a lot of 360 in Australia. He's hilarious, great dude. Like, if you listen to his music, like the boy's triple platinum in Australia. Like, his music is fire. Like, he's not typically someone that I wanted to battle, but at the time he had just went platinum and was very famous. And I was like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Right.
And that was the last battle I did. I 3-0'd him pretty bad in his hometown, and he never battled again after that.
I gotta watch this shit after the podcast.
It's honestly one of my best performances ever, man. People were shook when that thing came out. That's the last battle I ever did, and it wasn't like something where I was like, okay, that's it, I'm done. It was like, I think after that 360 battle, there was a lot of battles that were in the works to happen for me.
Right.
And a lot of things that I wanted to do. And they were all just like falling through for whatever reason. Like we had a math battle that was supposed to be at the cannabis event.
Wow.
Supposed to be me versus math. That fell through. Me and Verb were supposed to battle. Me and Miles were supposed to battle. Me and fucking, dude, hell. Like, I had a battle in the UK I was supposed to do. Like, all these battles were supposed to happen. And for whatever reason, not no fault of my own, they were falling through. And it kind of just got to a point where I was like, well, I can't just sit around and wait for a motherfucker to accept a rap battle with me for my career to keep moving. You know what I mean? I gotta do something still. Right. It's kind of like at a certain point, it's like I feel like I already beat the game. Like, even today in 2020, everybody's dream battle is to battle like Holo and fucking Arsenal and T-Rex. Yeah. You know what I mean? I already beat them like 10,000 years ago. So It's like, what can I do to make me excited? If I'm not battling the people that I want to battle, I'm not going to step back and do some shit that ain't exciting. You know what I mean? I already did that. I stepped back and battled Roan, and I got fucking cooked because I wasn't excited. You know what I mean? I got to battle people that bring that shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't feel like there was much other place for me to go.
Nah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Some people lose the hunger. You did battle the people that are on people's battle rap Rushmore. and that people are like dying to battle, like trying to do
What's better than
anything
that?
just to battle them.
I mean, I mean, even to this day, if I want to do a battle, I could pretty much get any opponent I want except Lux and Mook. Like, I can have anybody I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, I've reached anybody. You know what I mean? And the whole Lux and Mook thing ain't nothing about me personal. It's just, do you have the money to pay them? You know what I mean? So I pretty much made it to wherever I need to go in battle rap. Like, who else can I really beat? That's exciting.
Is it one person that you inspired to come back and battle? Do you have like a hit list, like something like that?
Not necessarily, but you know, I want to say like maybe for the last like 4 years or so, I was very adamant about trying to do a battle, but no smart people came forward to try and make it happen. So I kind of was just like, well, here we go again, waiting. I gotta get on my fucking life here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and wait for fucking battle rapper A to fucking say, okay, I'll battle Okwerdz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a grown ass man. I got shit to do.
That's a fact. So who you got it? Who's your top 5? Who's on your not a Rushmore. I don't want you to do 4. I want you to do 5. Who's your top 5?
Okay. Well, my favorite is Disaster.
Yeah.
My second favorite is probably Holo.
Okay.
From there, I will probably say Pass is
Kid.
Huge fucking favorite of mine. Then like Ilmac and Thesaurus, but I mean like right now, my favorite battle rapper right now is Enes. That motherfucker like
he's the most entertaining.
I'm talking about right now. Enes, I'll watch an Enes battle over anybody else's battle right now.
No lie. I watch every Enes battle. You never know what the fuck he gonna do or say.
He's literally the best right now. The only the most exciting, refreshing person to watch battle rap, in my opinion. I told him already, I was like, I'll battle you myself if I wasn't fucking absolutely terrified of you.
Yo, you don't know what the fuck Enes is gonna do or say.
So good. He's
good.
The
flow is ridiculous. His cadence, his rhythm is ridiculous.
On beat that he did.
Yo, he bodied it.
Oh my god.
That third round.
Yo, I still play it to this day. And
I just watched the third round. He was getting too crazy.
We're doing a song, me and Enes as well. His music is crazy too. Like he can.
I never really checked out his music. I probably heard like. No, he had a like maybe freestyles. Only freestyles to be honest.
He really raps. Like raps.
Hell yeah.
He really raps.
I believe he write Diddy shit. Like you could tell. And the flow and the cadence. So he know how to write music. That's why that was the wrong person for that guy to battle on that beat. I think it's Misfit, Fire Miss, whatever his guy's name is.
You know, I think the thing about Enes is, man, I think when he first came back to battle Iron Solomon, I think he just needed to get beat a couple times with cheesecake jokes. And once they got that shit out of the way, now it's a problem. Now it's
yeah. I remember Enes bars from fucking Iron Solomon. The whole I got the revolver in the bucket there. I get the cutting niggas up in here. Like, yeah, I remember all that shit.
Hear all that, the fucking the worship the devil. You got to know him on a personal level. All that's crazy.
And it's crazy because when they put that battle up, I'm like, they're not even a good matchup. But then like watching it, it was just like, oh, nah, they like.
But you know, in person though, Iron fucked him up because he got to have the shock value of the first cheesecake jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was big. No one was able to do that yet. You know what I mean? So, but now, not only has it been done so much, but it's also just been such a long time ago that the show even happened that I just feel like those lines just aren't relevant anymore unless you have like a really good one. Other than that, I would just stay all the way away from it.
It's corny and it's a waste of a bar. It's like you might as well just not even write that down. Yo, how do you feel about Iron Solomon? Like as a battle rapper.
Like, he's a great guy. He's a very good friend of mine that I've known for, like 15 fucking years, man. He's one of the nicest people, man. I really like him a lot as a person. Obviously an amazing rapper. People used to, always constantly compared us, you know, because we were mean white guys or whatever.
Yeah.
But I love Iron Solomon, man. I'm a big fan. Obviously,
I think he underrated as far as pen goes. Like he up there with JC.
I mean, he's very underrated, man. I think, he just kind of bad rap with the Mook thing. You know how battle rap is, bro. You can serve your whole life to the culture and lose one time and they fucking pretend that it never happened. You know what I mean? It's the nature of the beast. That's how it goes, man. I feel like they did Iron Solomon probably dirtier than most battle rappers ever, in my opinion, man. I think he got hated.
That shit was 5 rounds. That shit was horrible. Like,
yeah,
that shit was 5.
I agree.
I don't know why.
I agree.
So all right. So what's your opinion about do you think Mook and Lux, like, all right, my thing is this, a lot of I'm learning a lot of my cousin, for example, he don't respect Mook. Like they don't see, I put Mook on a higher pedestal than he do. Even though he acknowledged Mook might be the top tier or whatever the case may be by business wise, but by rapping, he don't really respect him. Like, how do you feel like Mook? Did you watch Mook versus Verb?
I did.
How do you feel about that? Like his performance, you think he's outdated? Like,
I mean, I don't think it was his greatest performance of all time, but I really can't say it was whack. I've always, as the type of guy who uses personals and is very big on strategy. I really respect a lot of Mook's approaches, honestly. I like the mind games and the strategies that he uses for the most part. But I think he's the #1 greatest battle rapper of all time? No. But has he figured out the way to put himself in that position to where people say that and where he gets that money? Yes, he absolutely has.
Yeah.
If you can do that, and if you can get someone to actually pay that money to you, then what the fuck? Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing but respect it. You got a man to pay you 25 racks for a rap battle? Hey, that's awesome.
Right.
Shit, I wish I could do that.
Right. You felt like you feel like Verb got him?
I mean, I like Mook better. I prefer Mook's style better overall than Averb because I'm just a strategic type of guy, and plus I fucking hate Averb's guts, so that definitely comes into play as well. But I fucks with Mook, man. I really do. Even though I've had my issues with Rex and Dot Mob and blah blah blah, but all through it, me and Mook have always remained cool. We've always been cool.
So all right, did you let's see what else? All right, so wait, you and Verb had an exchange in the past?
Oh, we've had nothing but exchanges in the past.
I can't remember all of it.
That man has threatened to punch me more times than probably any battle rapper.
That's his go-to.
And he has never punched me one time, and all the times I've been around him, I just laugh at his ass.
That's his go-to. I'm not gonna lie. That's the first thing he say to somebody. He said, "I'd say ARP. How about I break your jaw?" I'm like, yeah.
That's the exact word too. I've gotten to break your jaw a few times. My jaw is still intact. Still intact. Dude, like, imagine trying to break this fucking jaw, bro. Come on, man.
All right. So, have you been following Lux versus Surf?
No, is that a thing now?
Yeah, they're supposed to battle, and it's upcoming after the quarantine. I felt like Surf didn't make it to the 2-on-2, and he somehow you could tell that Surf is a study of Mook. Like, he know how to get himself in a position. He know how
he's a study of everyone, man. He came in new. Like, he's not new now because he's been around, but he was a new guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of the first generation of people that came up studying.
Right. He put himself in a position to battle Lux. And
hey, good for him. I mean, he's popular. So
yeah.
I mean, in terms of what he's doing with his music and things like that, he's popular. So it makes sense on that level. But in terms of skill, I think he's going to get absolutely destroyed. I think he's trash and he's going to get fucked up. But Lux is some other shit. I don't think Surf stands a chance, but on a popularity scale, sure. I suppose it makes sense. I'm not a huge fan of the matchup. I'd rather see Lux battle a whole lot of other people.
Daylight. I want to see him battle Daylight.
I want to see Lux and Diz. That's the one I want.
Lux and Diz.
That's what I want more than anything.
It depends on what Diz we getting.
Yeah, but you know what? Think about how they both rap. Think about it for a second.
I'm not gonna lie. That is a.
Tell me that ain't a technical fucking rap battle right there.
Like, all right, that's a battle I want. I think before Lux retires, he has to battle him. To be honest with
I
you, he
agree.
got to battle somebody that raps a lot of words in one sentence as well.
That's
Maybe not
exactly.
with a crowd reaction though. Maybe not on a big stage. Just
Just
maybe a
rap.
small room.
Yeah, like that's one for the lyricist right there. That's what I think. Lux needs to be battling Diz. Period. That's my opinion.
That's not a. How do you feel about Daylight?
Oh, he's an excellent lyricist, man. I don't agree with
The
all of
troll.
the things that
Yeah.
he's done in the past, but nobody really does. But as far as when he's rapping, motherfucker is nice. It is a real fucking problem when he raps.
He is.
He got
It
them
was
bars.
supposed. It was supposed to be Lux and Surf. Then after Daylight and Lux.
I'm not mad at the Daylight and Lux either. That makes a lot of sense too. I mean, both of those matches make way more sense to Sue Surf, in my opinion.
And it, JC was trying to put himself in the position, but then he I guess him battling a lot, it just started to fade away.
He did. And honestly, when JC was on that little campaign for Lux, there wasn't really nobody calling out Lux at the time. So it's kind of like it just made sense. It would have worked.
Yeah.
People really calling for Lux like that at the time for a battle. I think he made a smart choice, actually getting people hyped on the idea of that. I don't know what happened to it, but he definitely had a good run with it.
Yeah, he those are three opponents that people been talking about for Lux. Did you watch Lux versus Verb?
Did I watch that one? I don't think I watched that one.
Yeah, Lux versus Verb is I don't know. Lux third round was not good. It was not good.
Yeah, Lux has kind of been having a hard time since the Calico battle, I feel. I think one of the worst things.
I think his best battle is his most impactful battle is against Cal, but his best battle as back and forth is against Holo. They both came with 3 solid rounds.
Even then, though, I feel like Holo destroyed him.
You feel like Holo destroyed?
Yeah, I think Holo's just too much, bro. Lux doesn't do the things that Holo does. Holo
is a chameleon. He's a chameleon.
He's just encompassed of every aspect of battle rap. He does everything. Yeah. It's like you only do a couple of things and you face someone that does everything. That's really hard to fucking beat, dude.
He's personally my favorite battle rap, but then I rather him over Lux because
absolutely
he battles more mainly, absolutely. And I hear from him more.
Absolutely. I mean, he's done more battles. Lux has done more battles. Been very lucky to get into his position without doing that many battles.
He has to put up more when he comes, though, to remain there, because then you just gonna have you have your Surfs, you're gonna have your Rum Nitties that's gonna they're aiming to knock somebody off, and it's y'all have to defend your position, and y'all come in and I feel like I can't say half-ass shows, but when Mook and Lux, they just do something during one round that's just outdated every time.
Also, too, though, man, it's almost a gift and a curse. Sometimes one of the worst things you could do is have your greatest performance of all time, because after that, everybody wants that every time. Right. And if it's not that every time, it's going to be problematic. You know what I mean? And that performance Lux had against Calico is kind of a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I don't think people understand that. They think that they're going to get that moment every time. And sometimes there's just magical things that line up, and that's just what it is. And you can't really replicate that sometimes. Sometimes you can. I've been very lucky to have maybe 4 of those back-to-back, but it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? People hold you to that standard, and you got to try and live up to that, man. So it's really hard to eclipse your own best. That's really what it becomes, instead of more so facing your opponent. It's just how can I outdo myself?
That's true, because the expectations follow the next battle, and it's once you don't meet it, you whack.
They're impossible expectations, so all you can do is your best. That's all you can do.
Who you feel like who's someone you feel like if you battle, they'll push your pen? You think that you won't be on social media, you just be writing?
Honestly, I think the only people that really push my pen are my friends that I wouldn't even really battle.
Mm.
If I was to battle Diz, I wouldn't even sleep at night ever, because I know that motherfucker will be awake thinking about me forever. You know what I mean? But we would never battle. But I'm saying like that would be the scariest short. Like Immaculate would probably be the hardest fucking battle of my life. That guy is so good, and he's just known me for almost 20 years. You know what I mean? You don't know what random thing he's gonna say about you. You know what I mean? Those type of things I think would be scary. But I don't really want to battle my friends. I think I'm much more motivated battling people that I have animosity towards.
Mm-hmm.
That just kind of brings the best out of me. Or not just someone I have animosity with, but
someone you're not friends with.
Yeah, someone I don't know too well that I respect a lot. Like Holo, I didn't hate Holo at all.
Right.
But he brought a different thing out of me because I knew he could beat me if I wasn't on it. I was like, everybody else, I'm real confident. Oh, I'm going to kill this fool, kill that fool. But I know I'm battling Holo. This man could actually beat me. So we got to fucking go real hard.
How you feel about Pat Stay? I feel like he's dangerous. He's one of the more dangerous battle rappers because he's another one that you don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, I mean he's always been a talented battle rapper. I was actually one of the very first people to ever discover Pat Stay.
That's great.
He actually credits me for that. Even though we've kind of had a falling out in the last few years, I haven't really spoke to him in many years. But I mean, I'm no hater. I know. Honestly and obviously, he's a talented guy, despite whatever our issue is.
Yeah, that's K-Shine wants to battle Pat Stay, in which is going to be a weird matchup. But K-Shine feels like how you feel about Ilmac, like and Holo, like he could beat me. So what he might push me to a limit that I never been before, and I might go there to beat him, like and. That
survival mode, man. It'll push it out of you.
Are you like familiar with the quarantine battles?
Oh, is that the shit that ARP is doing?
Yeah.
He actually asked me to do one.
Word?
Yeah. I think I haven't seen all of them. I think I've seen something that Head Ice did. It was really dope.
I don't like the editing of it, like making it look like a fucking movie and shit.
Yeah. They asked me to do one. It's just I passed on it because I feel like it would like take away momentum for if I wanted to really do one. You know what I mean? If I was gonna come back, like I think it would be better for me to wait until it's an actual battle with an event. You know what I mean?
Face to face, yeah. To come back during the quarantine battle is be like,
because
like you said, it might be like it might build anticipation towards the face-to-face battle. It could be really, really good.
But also, too, there's that element of surprise where people don't know what I'm going to do because it's been so long. And I think that kind of defeats it also. And plus, I want to get fucking paid.
Yeah.
So, I think if I was more active battling like these other guys, I think it would be more feasible for me to do a quarantine battle. But just, to the context of my own situation, I just didn't feel like it was a good idea for me to do. But I love what they're doing. I think, we got to keep the culture alive while we're locked up or whatever. So I get it, and it's a dope idea.
Nah, I'm rolling with it. I'm not a fan of it. I try to peek my head in and see if I like one of them. Right now, I don't like none of them. Like the editing, maybe crowd reaction adds to it.
I think they got a really good thing going. I liked what I've seen from their events. I think as far as a comeback would be concerned, I think they'd be a worthy league. They're dope, man.
Who? Red Breed Entertainment.
RBE, I like him.
Yeah.
I think they've really grown into one of the top leagues, I believe.
Eventually they will because they're dropping battles on demand, like when people are asking for it. They have
right now at least in the top 3, I would say.
Yeah, because it's really it's URL, RBE, and then
those are the main 3 right now, right? Don't Flop isn't as active. I think those.
I haven't watched a Don't Flop battle in so long.
Right, I think those are like the main 3 right now. To be honest,
it's somebody. Maybe no, not Gates of the Garden. Maybe I don't know. Those are the top 3. Don't Flop. Yeah, I
would say.
Yeah, because King of the Dot, I don't think be dropping anything. Or they, as far as what I've been seeing, one of the 2 Don't Flop or King of the Dot been dropping they've been re-uploading a lot.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them they've just all you can really do is drop shit from the older events at this point. When we can't really fucking do anything.
Yeah, that's what they mainly been doing, and their focus is all right. So, let's let's talk about the artist side. What you feel like is your best project so far? Like,
I mean, right now we just dropped the music video with Method Man, which is
mm,
been going off. It's been going
mm,
crazy. I'd say of any song I've ever dropped, it's probably already. I mean, it's only been out a couple months, and it's already my most successful song ever. So it's been going hard. We've made some good money off it. Got a lot of fucking went viral on Spotify, went viral on Facebook. You know, it's already been seen like 2 million times. It's going hard, man. That's probably my favorite shit right now. You know, I'm a little biased though, but
yeah,
as soon as quarantine is over, we're gonna drop a special edition color vinyl of the song, and it's gonna be autographed by me and Meth. It's gonna be a very limited edition thing, like collector's item. It's gonna be real
that's
fun.
fire. That's fire. I've been seeing a lot. Method Man has been like a lot active, like doing with songs with battle rappers and stuff like that. Like, how was it working with him?
Greatest thing ever, man. So surreal, man.
Right.
And just the level of professionalism that man has, where you know, you ask a rapper to do a song with you, you might wait fucking a year before they send your ass a verse. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This man, Method Man, sent me a verse in 4 days, bro.
That's crazy.
4 days. And not only that, I sent the beat 4 days ago before he did it, but the day he told me he was down to do the song was the same day he sent me the verse. So
That's crazy.
Quickness, you know what I'm saying? I will never wait on another rapper ever again after that.
That's crazy.
That's my favorite shit. We got something with E40 coming out next. Hopefully we can shoot a music video for that when this quarantine shit is over. Kind of my whole vibe right now is want to drop a song with a music video, then drop the limited vinyl, and drop the next one. You know what I'm saying? And when some shit really sticks even harder and there's a real demand for the album, then we'll start on the album. But for now, we're just having fun, man. I'm going to drop as many records as we can. I just want to do this limited edition vinyl because it's just
that shit sounds nuts. That shit sounds crazy.
That's the way, man. I'm never gonna release another CD ever again, man. CDs are fucking dead. It's over. We're only doing digital platforms and vinyl. That's it.
Vinyls is where it's at because you can hang them up. Like it's so much, and they got the new equipment that you could do like the aux with the vinyl and shit like that.
Last year was the first year since the 1980s that vinyl outsold CDs. First year.
That's crazy.
Before this quarantine shit, it was really on its way to a huge comeback. And I really feel like in this day and age of selling music, people want two things. You know, most people listen to music for free on their phone. So if you're a music listener and you decide to pay money for something, I think you're gonna want two things. You're either gonna want an unforgettable experience, like a concert or a meet and greet or smoking with the motherfucker, or B, you want some cool limited edition merchandise.
That's true.
That's it. You know what I mean? That's not that many people have it. It's autographed. It's fucking cool. That's what they want. A CD is not cool. It's not cool anymore. They don't want that.
Even the cars are not even designed for like.
Right.
People go aux is more convenient for the time as far as driving. Who wants to look for a CD, open it, put it in? If it got scratches on it, it might not work. Now the quality of the music might be better on the CD because I have heard like,
and that's debatable even.
Nah, I think I heard what the last CD I heard was Forest Hill Drive. I think Forest Hill Drive on the CD quality was better than the streaming. To me.
Oh, I thought you meant between CD and the vinyl, because the vinyl.
Oh no.
Crazy.
No.
Crazy.
I was just saying CD quality versus like a streaming service.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
That's the only benefits of a CD right now.
People don't even got CD players, but a lot of people don't have vinyl record players either. But the difference is, it's much more justifiable to buy a record if you don't have a record player than it is to buy a CD if you don't have a CD player.
Not only that, like me personally, I would buy vinyls to hang them up. I wouldn't even
the poster. If you have vinyl and you really pay attention to like really cool cover art and really nice design packaging, like that shit's gonna fly off the shelf, bro. And you could get, you could sell vinyl like $10 to $100
That's true.
You know what I mean? Depending on what it is. Who's not gonna buy a limited edition yellow vinyl autographed by Method Man? Get the fuck out of here.
That's true.
Like that, you know what I mean? It's rare as fuck. We're only gonna have like 300 copies. Period. We're gonna sell. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it.
That's a dope ass idea. So who is some give me 5 artists that you want to work with?
I'll give you old school and new school. My favorite rappers of all time are Ice Cube and Jay-Z. Those are the 2 best rappers to ever live, in my opinion. So obviously I want to work with them more than anybody else. But as far as new school artists, I love Schoolboy Q. I love Jaden Smith. I would love to work with J-Rock. Like those 3 are like some of my absolute favorites of like this generation right now.
Nah, I fucked with J-Rock. I'm not too big on Jaden Smith. And you said Schoolboy Q, yes. I'm a fan.
Have you listened to a lot of Jaden, or are you just saying that shit?
Do I listen to a lot of J-Rock?
No, have you heard a lot of Jaden Smith shit? Or are you just saying you just?
I listened to that last album with the icon shit, all the shit the blue shit that spelled like BL. I listen to. I just think sometimes certain things are overhyped to me. Like, I just think he's very good at rapping fast. So it catches everybody's attention, and you might not, like, when you break it down, they might not be saying that. That's just to me, though.
I think he's saying a lot, man. I really love that album, actually. It's funny. I'm a big Jaden Smith fan. But a lot of the new guys, I like Ray Shrimmerd. I like, ignorant club pop stuff, too. You know what I mean? I love Ray Shrimmerd and stuff like that, too. You go to the club and fucking kick it. That shit is fire.
Yeah.
I'd love to work with any of those guys, man. I'd love, like I said, Schoolboy Q would be a dream. Ice Cube, Jay-Z,
Schoolboy Q. I'm not too big of a fan of Crash Talk. I like.
Oh, really? Well, it's a different vibe, man. I kind of felt that way when I first heard it, but it grew on me real quick, and I really love it now. Like, I love that album.
The first album is my album. I love that album.
I love Blackface too. I don't think he's had a bad album, honestly. That's part of the reason why he's probably like my favorite of this new generation, because I think he's consistently had just great albums.
I don't know why I like Blank Face like that.
Really? Man, I love Blank Face.
Certain songs. I like the last song. It's a couple of songs on there I like. I like the last song for sure. I think the last song is my favorite song.
Yeah, it's nice.
J-Rock has been consistent as far as albums go.
J-Rock got bars. He got stupid bars. Just bars.
Rap. He get on songs with other TD members. He be doing better than them. Yeah. On a song with all 4 of them, J-Rock just.
The whole group, he's got the most, technical bars out of the whole group, period.
I ain't gonna lie, bars. I ain't gonna lie, Absol. Maybe Absol.
I don't think he's got
fucking bars, bro.
I think I think he has the least amount of appeal to the masses out of the whole group, but I think he got the best bars though. I think he raps probably the best out of them.
Could be possible. He doesn't try to make it complex. He don't try to make it complex. He try to get straight to the point rather than over rapping, because Kendrick can over rap on some songs. So can Absol wittiness with the bar, it doesn't always hit. And Schoolboy Q be riding the beat, be kind of gangster. So it's like you could be right about the J-Rock thing. Like,
Schoolboy ain't a crazy lyricist.
Yeah, he ain't a crazy lyricist.
He literally has one of the best rap voices I've ever heard in my life, and that goes a long way.
The ad-libs too. The ad-libs be crazy. I love Schoolboy Q ad-libs.
He got an amazing voice, man. It can do so many different things.
Yeah, right. I think that's really it. Like, cause we went through the battle rap thing, the artistry thing. Everybody that's listening, I want y'all to check out Okwerdz music. Okwerdz. DZ. I'm sorry. Check him out on Spotify, Apple. Get all his shit. Stream all his shit. Check out the video with Method Man.
Yes, definitely.
I just want to thank you for the opportunity, because I've been wanting to do a podcast with you, but we was like West Coast, East Coast. So much time I never even been to the West Coast. I gotta go over there. Like, I never even been out West on any period. Like, I've been everything on East.
You gotta fuck with it.
I gotta come out there. I just thank you for the opportunity. Very.
thank you, and I'm glad we got it locked in and figured out.
Be safe during these
Hey,
times, man. Mask up. Mask
Yes,
up.
sir.
And that's it. Episode 64, Cory Cash Podcast, and we out.
Let's go. Thank you, man.
Nah, thank you.